So what turns me on? Actually, what turns me on is being in cosmos. It's just so fucking amazing to me that we are in the perfect size universe, which feels like it's endless. Galaxies spinning around each other, crashing through each other, supernovas going off, planets circling around stars. That fucking turns me on. Like, some part of my being is part of that. I'm part of that. I can feel it washing through me. I can feel it washing through you. I can feel turned on by a wave crashing on the shores of a beach and feeling that water go through all of the particles of sand. I can feel that in my body, and it turns me on. I'm turned on by these cherry blossoms. They're just so fucking beautiful right now. I'm turned on by knowing that the wind on my cheek may be the wind on your cheek. I'm turned on by the fact that sunlight shines on me and you, and I'm turned on by the fact that this whole world is so fucking erotic. It's so erotic. I can't walk in nature without being aroused in my soul, being aroused in my body. It's like, it's so fucking beautiful. Like, the beauty just blows me away. And I'm also aroused by this time on the planet. It's like, it's the perfect fucking time to be alive. I'm so aroused at the opportunity we have right now on the planet. Like, the crisis is just strong enough, just big enough to make us realize that there's no way out. There's no clever trickery, there's no strategy, there's no new technology, there's no new leader that we can elect. Somehow, we know the crisis just needs one thing. It needs us. It needs us to show up in the deep resource that we are, in everything that we've hidden away inside of ourselves and thought doesn't matter. It's time for that. That fucking arouses me. It arouses me to know that I have inside me what is needed to meet this world the way that it is and to bring a new civilization that is full of love and passion and unashamed, wild expression of who we are in this world. I'm so aroused to stand up with you and create a new world.
What pisses me off is fucking lack mentality. That's what's pissing me off, because the abundance is everywhere. The universe has everything that we need. This world has everything to offer for us, and we can just go there and take it, but instead we're trapped in this mentality that we don't have enough and that we have to sit on our money. We need to keep it in banks. God, have you ever been to the cellars, the fucking prison of money and abundance in banks? They sit in all kinds of hallways, dusty and smelling of mothballs, and it's just like disgusting. And it takes my breath away when I see how much money, how much abundance, how much energy, how much stuff we have and resources we have. And what's pissing me off is that we don't fucking share it because we think there's not enough for us. So we need to hoard it. Hoard it. Money, like, what are we thinking about? Energy, resources, everything we have, our love is there. It just keeps, it's like a fountain. It just keeps welling up inside of us. And all we need to do is just give it away and share our love and share our resources and share everything that we have, because the more we give, the more there is. What turns me on is when I see people donate their time, their life, their energy to support each other, to empower each other. That's what's turning me on, and I want to see everyone doing it. And I want to wake up every morning in my life knowing that my life is purposeful and I'm living out of purpose and I'm doing what I'm here for. Wild love for me is us emerging everywhere in the world, popping up like temples everywhere, sacred beings, saying what we feel, saying what we believe, following our life purpose, following our life missions, supporting each other, doing everything together and trusting the higher wisdom that is in everything that we're doing.
So what really pisses me off is that we all have the power to change, and yet we're not doing it. What are we waiting for? What is going to come else that will save us? what breaks my heart is that I can be as guilty of this as anybody else. I stand for world love. I stand for the transformational current of world love. And yet there's a part of me that doesn't want to be seen, that wants to take care of my heart, the most vulnerable part of myself, and keep it hidden and protected, except for the few people who I will let enter the real depths of my heart. My heart is the thing that the world needs most, and it's the thing that I'm most afraid to give. And that's my personal tragedy. And I know that I'm not alone in feeling that way. I know that most of us feel that way too. The journey into the depths of our heart, into truly feeling everything that's going on around us is so painful, so wretched, that most of us would just rather numb and avoid that at any cost. And we're paying greatly for the choice not to feel. Many people are numbing up with all sorts of substances, with all sorts of avoidances, with addiction to work, with addictions to all sorts of things, just to avoid feeling the depths of their own hearts. And yet, when we go to that place, that's also the most magical and most miraculous place of transformation that we can find.
What pisses me off is that we are so fucking disconnected from reality that we think we have no fucking impact. We are so fucking cut off from the system that we don't even want to think about the problems because we feel impotent to do anything about them. What pisses me off is that we are so fucking connected, and yet we're all so fucking cockless, ballless, spineless. None of us will speak up and actually speak the truth of our hearts, that we don't want to live asleep. We don't fucking want to make millions of dollars to lead to our grandchildren who won't even have a fucking ocean to swim in. It doesn't matter anymore. But no one has the guts to fucking say it. And what turns me on is people showing up in their lives with passion, where I can feel them. And they're not telling me a story that they read in someone else's fucking book, but they're actually bringing something through in themselves. They're vibrating something that makes me come alive. I'm sick of falling asleep to everyone. That turns me on. I want to live with humans who want to fucking evolve, who want to create something new, who want to shift this fucking paradigm and start a new culture on this planet that makes fucking sense. So what is wild love? Wild love is obvious. Wild love is this. Wild love is coming the fuck alive and talking about what we care about. Wild love is taking back control of the system and remembering that in a democracy, we are the fucking government. We decide who rules us. Stop being fucking sheep and letting the media tell us who we should fucking elect. How did we elect a man who doesn't believe in climate change in Australia only months ago? Who the fuck did this? How do we accept this? How do we stand by and just allow this shit to keep happening? Why aren't we all on social media fucking screaming to each other? Wild love is coming the fuck alive and remembering that if we're going to live, we have to fucking live in reality. And that means facing reality, and that's fucking hard, and we need to do it together. Let's fucking create a tidal wave of reality on this planet through our hearts. Let's come together in fucking love and joy and ecstasy of doing something. And if we fail, who cares? At least we fucking did something.
Wow.